What is up, everybody? I'm over at Trav's house. We have Penelope in the garage, and honestly, I feel bad how bad this car's actually been deteriorating and how little we've touched it in a while. Granted, we have got it running better than it has in a long time, but a new problem has arisen with that. And I just want to drive this car, but man, this stuff just makes me bonkers. So there's a couple things we're going to work on today, adding a little bit different negative cable setup, and really it's trying to figure out what to do with the air cleaners, air filters on this car. So I'm going to flip you around and show you what we're dealing with. Oh, so Penelope, I tried so hard to keep stock. We had the stock air cleaner, we had stock carburetors because it had this dealer installed AC when it was brand new. Kind of makes it tough for us to do a whole lot. There's not a lot of room, but I did get some nice Weber 34 ICTs, and look at how terrible that air filter is. This side's not so bad. It's weird. Every Type 3 I look at seems like the left side's worse than the passenger side, but single port engines seem to be even worse. Now, without this here, I've seen people make some really nice air cleaner setups and filter setups that are able to plug into the stock air intake there. That's not going to be an option for me. There's just no room unless we pull all this out, which who knows, might happen someday anyway, just because it doesn't work and it's just in the way at this point. Now, I bought, which it looks huge, I bought a 6768 bus air cleaner setup, which we would be cutting off a bunch of this. So it would be mostly just the top hat with the filter, in that top portion. Not sure that that's going to work anyway because it is big, and I don't know that we're going to get it to sit mostly on this side. I don't know that there's room enough without some modifications there. The other thing I've seen is this is like a thing. Some buses, some Karmann Ghia air tubes, which actually fits rather nice right there. So that one fits really nice, and if I could get another one and just maybe put a small filter in this area, that might be what we go with. My buddy was like, just shove a filter off the end, and I don't know. I don't want it to look super goofy, but it might come down to that. Have you guys run into the same issue on your Type 3s? What's your air filter setup? How did you make it work? Like I said, this is the hard part for me. There's plenty of room to put an air box of some sort here. I don't know. I mean, maybe I could route one down the other side. You're still not going to have fresh air pickup anywhere, but people say, oh, you're just drawing in hot air from the engine compartment. Well, what do you think this is doing? No matter what we do, we're kind of limited. So let's grab, just for giggles here. So this still might be one of the better options. I don't know that these bus pieces are going to work like I would like them to. So you can see there, I mean, we could easily put a like a silicone hose over the carb to make that fit tight. So I'm not that worried about that. We don't have to open it up more. But the problem's going to be getting it over here. And because that's an awkward shape, I don't know if we can silicone hose that big. That one's got a little crack in it. The air filter box itself. Now, I have seen the replacement part number for this filter for a K&N wise is way shorter. So that gives a little bit of room, but I don't know that we're going to make that work. I mean, it kind of fits. The filter is going to be right on top of the engine at that point. I mean, it fits that way. We're still in the planning phase, but if you had a filter, if you had the K&N filter on it, you're going to be shoving the filter pretty much right up into the engine cover. So this might have been a good idea, bad idea. I don't know that it's going to work. I mean, a shorter filter would fit. The other thing is one side's straight, this side's angled back. So now I don't know that. Yeah, that angle's going to be a problem too. And you'd have to cut this way down to get it back to where it needs to be. So I don't think that's going to work either. Because you'd have to cut. You'd have to cut too far back to get it in the spot it needs to be. Huh. So it might be back to the drawing board of something with these. Find another one of these that I can cut up. Because you could even, make a bracket of some sort off of the original air cleaner bracket to hold it up so it's not, once you put a filter in, and you'd have one of those ends cut down to something there. Man, I wish there was just like a cylinder air cleaner assembly with just a slit in it that I could shove in there somewhere. So unfortunately, this was a fairly cheap air cleaner that's probably going back to the swap meet on our side at this point, because I don't think the bus one is going to work like I had hoped. And I don't know that there's a lot more options. Man. Because there's just not enough room. There's not enough room. And I don't know how, being the crazy shape on this, I don't know how you would get it over there. Yeah, I mean, the problem with this one is where the pull is from. I mean, unless you're cutting your engine cover out. Man. Oh, that's the sad part, is the Type 3 ones actually fit pretty nice, but they're a bolt-on the top. And I think they're smaller. So I don't know that you could open up the Type 3 end to do it. But maybe. Have any of you guys modified a factory Type 3 air cleaner to work with these Weber 34 ICTs? Because I would cut the oil bath out and just put a normal filter in it, and it could sit right there. Gonna have to ponder on this one. It looks like we might have another little bit of a dead end in this for today. Trav's over there, maybe looking up weird Volkswagen air cleaners for me. So that might actually just be a short video on where I am at with the actual trying to get this to where I could drive it. It kills me. All I've wanted to do since I've had this car is drive it. And I've just not been able to. And we're going on like 6 years. And it makes me bananas. That's just a quick update on Penelope. I'm doing everything I can to not let the car rot into the ground and I get it on the road. That's going to be it for this mileage unknown. Stay tuned for more car shenanigans.